What is up? I have another manga haul today, and it's quite a diverse manga haul. Most of it, besides this book here, I will be going into pretty much completely blind. I don't know too much about much of the mangaka here. I think actually all of them. So let's just get into it. We'll start off with the manga that I'm actually reading at the moment. This one is called The Cursed Doll by Nakano Yumi. So, I don't know much about Nakano. This is the Hibari Hit Comics series for, of course, your shoujo horror. I am I'm slowly getting into the whole rabbit hole that is shoujo horror. Um, and so far, what I'm getting from this manga is it's pretty straightforward. Like the story is called The Cursed Doll, and it is about a cursed doll. It's nothing special so far, but what I really appreciated about this was how easy it is to read, just in terms of Japanese. Like I can practice my Japanese with this. If anyone else is learning Japanese too, the like the level of difficulty of the dialogue and the speech in these like shoujo horror series are relatively easy. I mean, there's points where you'll probably have to look things up, but it's a lot of the dialogue is pretty straightforward. But Nakano Yumi, Cursed Doll, shoujo horror is something that it's an endless rabbit hole, but I'm very much excited to dive into it eventually and slowly over time. So yeah, that was the one I picked up because like I do have another. I think I showed it off already. This is Umezu's little series titled Kitsuneme no Shoujo, the fox-eyed girl, and I just love the look of number one. This is Umez. Gotta love his art style. I showed this off already, but I just love the look of these covers. It's sort of like it's old school, but they're still so vibrant as well. And just having these in my collection is just it feels so nice. Because I'm not necessarily collecting them for the stories. I can use them to read, use them to practice my Japanese. But yeah, it's just something about B grade horror, shoujo horror that is so entertaining to read. Even though, if you look at it critically, these stories aren't anything too special, but it's always just a fun time, anyways. So, I highly do recommend shoujo horror. But yeah, this was The Cursed Doll by Nakano Yumi. So let's do this one, another horror series. This one is titled The Human Clock by Seiichirou Tokunan, another new mangaka for me. This is part of the QJ Manga Selection Series. They've done a couple of other works by Umezu. They did one by on Marina Shirakawa, bunch of things, and as the name suggests, it is a story about a boy turning into a clock slowly over time. And what's amazing about this book is that we have these color pages. So vibrant. Love that. Love the green here as well. And we get a bunch of them. Like the first couple of pages, they're all in color pages. In color, I mean. So, Human Clock. I don't know the specifics of it. I definitely know that the premise is a boy slowly turning into a clock over time. I believe he's like working at his like relatives or family's shop that has clocks and watches everywhere. It's another horror story, and this book is quite heavy. It's got heavy stock paper, very high quality, super sturdy. But I'm also very excited to get into this as well. Just the concept of that sounds really fun and perfect for a horror read. I highly recommend getting not just this book but the whole QJ series. They have a ton of interesting works that they published. They've also done was it the Flesh Bomb guy? What was his name? I don't remember his name, but Flesh Bomb, as in like that era of manga where it was just buff, muscly guys. I just don't remember the name of the manga or the mangaka, but that's fine. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, they just published stuff by them as well. But Human Clock, this one is a very interesting one. I'm not sure. I might be dreaming, but why do I feel like Ryan Holmberg mentioned this for the Sludge imprint? I don't know. Are they planning to do this, or was I just dreaming and hoping that they would? Because this feels like something that Smudge, was it Smudge or Sludge? I'm sorry, I don't remember. I keep mixing it up. I don't know if it might be Sludge, the imprint, the horror imprint. You know, currently, they're putting out Her Frankenstein by Kawashima Norikazu. Also coming out is the UFO Mushroom Invasion by Marina Shirakawa. This feels like something that would fit in with those, but I will double check. I really don't know if I was dreaming or not, but yeah, I will make sure to put that in the description and fact check that for you guys. So let's just move on to this book here, another tankobon. The name of this is quite long. I'm not sure if I'm translating it right, but it's something like the kind you who can't be found by anyone, the kind you who is alone, something like that, by Chiaki Harada. And what's really cool about this tankobon is that everything is in color, full color. Because I knew Chiaki Harada through Instagram, through her Instagram accounts and all of the illustrations that she's posted there. I'm not entirely sure if this is a manga, a set of illustrations, whether it has a plot or anything. I have no idea, but her works have always caught my eye just because of how vibrant the color scheme is. Looks very fun, and the subject matter is also quite interesting. A lot of crying characters in her works. So very much curious to see what this is actually about. She has other works in tankobon format as well. I know that she has like this essay manga that she made based on her unreliable memories, something like that. I'm not sure if that is in color as well, but this one wasn't too expensive either. I mean, just looking at, you get the same amount of pages as normal tankobon, but in this case, everything here is in color, so that's sick. It's so worth it. But yeah, pick that up if you can. It's a really great book to have. I will also link her Instagram in the description as well, to if anyone is curious to see what other stuff that she has done. So yeah, this was by Chiaki Harada. Sorry, I'm gonna leave this for last because this one's really cool. Let's do this one here. This is a story that is, I think it's a part of a series of books that the publisher had put out called the Legend Archives. And it's a story called, it translates to something like Evil Spirit, something like that. And the mangaka is Akihiko Takadera. Again, very unfamiliar with their works. I have never heard of them before this, but the cover already is just very captivating. Here's the back of it. So you've got these two faces like this, and yeah, the series is called Legend Archives. I'm not too sure what other manga were published in this series, but the publisher is Chikuma. And so if I open up, we've got a nice color page in here. And it's a short story collection. These two are part of the same story, but you've got some other stories as well. Also very good quality in terms of the paper and the actual book. But I have no idea what to expect for this because I'm not sure about what the mangaka has done in the past, what style of stories they do, the subject matter, or anything like that. But before I buy anything, if I've never encountered the manga before, I make sure to look up pictures. But I don't want to research too much because going blind is also a very fun experience as well. So in this case, I am doing exactly that. I saw pictures on Google of this book and thought, yeah, this looks like my thing, but I didn't want to dive too much into the story or the mangaka because I want to leave that new experience available to me when I actually do start reading. I am also reminded of what's his name? Of Akira Otomo's art style a little bit here as well. A lot of chaos happening. Yeah, I don't know. This reminds me a lot of Otomo. Interesting stuff, but at the back as well, really cool. Got a couple of extra color illustrations. So this definitely looks like something that I would make a manga spotlight video on. So in the future, look out for this. Yeah, this was the Evil Spirit short story collection by Akihiko Takadera with a very captivating cover. So now we go on to, we arrive at this last book. It's a hardcover book, a very big one. You compare the size of it, very big. This one is titled Kujaku Organ by Kazuhiko Miyaya. So I have shown a Miyaya book in the past. This was in the Eroguro video that I did a while ago. And this is my second book from Miyaya, who was did a lot of Gekiga works, but I opened this book and I was so happy that I actually picked this up because the amount of detail in this book is insane. So it's mainly just one story, but I don't even want to spoil it for myself too much, but just take a look at the art here. This is in a gigantic format. I don't have many manga like this in this size. But you just take a look at the art. I know the basic premise is that something goes wrong in the town. That's all I know. And that is a penis. I gotta censor that, sorry. But yeah, just take a look at this. I was already amazed by Miyaya beforehand with the book that I showed off in the Eroguro video. You get stuff like this, which is just... First thing that comes to my head is Paprika, funnily enough, if you know that scene of the face splitting open. There's this specific panel that I want to show as well from this book that is really cool. Let me just find it real quick. This is... Don't ask me what is happening here. I have no idea, but this panel is why I really want to get into reading this. So I'm not going to look any further because I don't want to spoil myself too much. I should have showed the inside as well. So the inside, very sick little texture too, imprint there. Let me show the back of it as well, but very happy that I got this. Also quite a heavy book because it's hardcover and it's so large. But yeah, so that was the manga haul for today. Very diverse set of mangaka and stories and all that type of stuff. So we'll be very excited to be getting into all of these. All of these do feel, very suitable for individual manga spotlight for my channel. So in the future, of course, keep a lookout for them. I can't give a guarantee of when I will do it. It's just whenever I read it and then get the time to, talk about it and record things. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this manga haul. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.